Welcome back to the MOX Bowl. Here we have our two contestants for the team up on the playoffs of round one. We have Zooting Nukes, who are my personal favorites to win this round upcoming here, and we have Freelo. Zeke, what do you think about the two teams? I think Zooting Nukes is going to run away with it, personally.
I couldn't agree more. I've seen Nuclear and Zooter play. I was on a team with Nuclear for a while in a different league, and I think it's impossible for them to lose.
For sure, for sure. Unfortunately, looking at the media sheets for these two, I see a lot of flex on the team. What do you think?
I think they're all pretty comfortable with any role, as they're all very experienced players. It might cause a slight issue if one of them maybe wants to have an off game on a different role. I'm not totally sure.
So maybe we could see some different team comps than we have in the past for this specific team. We could be seeing some interesting stratagems like three duelists could be interesting, stuff like that. Not too certain what we'll be seeing, but we will be seeing good gameplay. On the other side, Freelo, with their kind of more rigid team comp, controller sentinel, initiator, flex, etc. Right? The question is, how will they stack up to Zooting Nukes? Do we have any standout players on the side of Freelo?
I think Dylan CS is a standout. I did a lot of scouting on him in the preseason of VDC, and I thought he was a very competent player, very solid aim, great Omen. I'm really excited to see if we get to an Omen map, him playing Omen for the team. I saw a little bit of Vanta in the preseason as well, and scouted some too. Both very promising players.
For sure, for sure. I've seen a few of these players in action and they look great. I'm very excited to see how these two teams kind of clash. Very interested to see how they'll kind of bounce off each other, how the adaptation will go. Um, I think we are now good to start map bans here so we can see how that goes coming up.
Yeah, one person.
Mind.
I personally have always hated Bind, no matter what character I'm
Mm.
on, so very glad it's out of the
For
pool.
sure. Yeah, that's a fair statement to be honest. That map's been changed a good amount in and out of the pool. We've seen it, come and go, seen strategies come and go, but kind of glad it's gone this time, to be honest. Kind of still left in the pool, we've got Haven, Lotus, Ascent, Sunset, Corrode, Abyssla in there as well. So the question here is, which one will the other? Which one will we see ban next? Ben's still taking their time to come in. But both teams kind of thinking here. Zeke, do you mind explaining the map ban system? Is it a 1-2-1? What are we looking at here?
I believe it's what is it? Ban pick, ban.
Sure. And I imagine you obviously can't go back to the last map you just won on, something like that.
Yeah, it's oh, there we go.
There we go. We
Abyss.
got Abyss gone. Honestly, 100% agree. I hate that map. So we'll see the pick for our first game of the night in the best of three. Choosing
Sunset.
Sunset. We're now, I believe, we've got Corrode, Haven, Ascent left, right? Those are the three? Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Corrode, Haven, Ascent, Lotus. That's right. So we should be seeing a pick come in here. And there it is, Ascent. So we are seeing some Omen maps come through for sure. Very excited about the prospect of Dylan on Omen here.
It seems that Nukes might have to play a more, I'd say, basic comp rather than maybe going out with their flex picks, as both Sunset and Ascent are fairly standard maps.
Yeah, both maps giving kind of, CS vibes, classic maps, nothing too crazy going on. The craziest thing on these maps is the opening and closing door, right? Nothing too crazy,
Absolutely.
no teleporter, nothing, no wild Valorant mechanics. But looks like we've got Flo choosing our third ban, and it's between these last three maps. Taking a little bit of time maybe to discuss with the team. Got to make sure that for $500 you take your time and ban the right thing. Lotus getting banned by Nukes.
Corrode or Haven as the decider.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if maybe a team with a lot of flex wants a bit more of an attacking sided map. So it's possible that they're looking at, keeping Haven in the pool for that triple site, but they also did just ban Lotus. So it's really up in the air. Ooh, and Corrode goes away, and the decider is Haven. We'll see which side Nukes chooses to pick. As far as maps goes, these are pretty standard maps, I feel. Omen being a very strong character on all of these, to be frank, right? Um, Having a lot of success on Ascent and Haven and even Sunset. But as far as standard comps go, what do you think we're expecting to see here?
I'd expect to see Omen on controller, either a Sova or a KO on Ascent. Um, I'd think a Cypher on both Sunset and Haven.
Hmm, for sure, for sure. What do you
I
think
think
about,
for
yeah,
I think for Duelist, there's some maybe room to get experimental with it, at least for the Zooting
Wait,
Nukes. They
J
could
Dog,
do
you're in
double
here?
Duelist on many of these maps.
Ew.
yeah, for sure. I mean, as we just talked about, we got a lot of flex in our lives here. So we are in a situation where we could see who knows what coming from both sides of the game here. Could be really anything. So really anything. We've got kind of our guaranteed picks that we're definitely expecting to see, but besides that, it's kind of up in the air for sure. The question is here, are the teams choosing, and they chose attack? Just saw that now. It looks like Xenus have chosen attack. It looks like then, right? Flo will be on defense for Sunset. ZN will be on attack for both Ascent and Haven. So we are in a situation where ZN is on attack every game starting out.
I believe that's very good for Zooter, who is a top tier Duelist player, in my opinion.
For sure, you can definitely get the momentum started on attack and, impact the mental, impact the way the game is played, by coming out really strong on your best side of the map. So if you're a very strong attacking sided team, you are definitely going to want to see a lot of strength coming out from strong duelist players on by choosing all attack as your first side. I think we're just about ready to start the game soon-ish. And we are back with our game here. We had a little bit of a technical mishap on the side of Nuclear. Had to get a sub for, I believe, one game. So we will be seeing a brand new person kind of come in to replace that spot. Hopefully Nuclear gets back for the second game, maybe even the third game if they lose because of having a sub. And the team composition is a little bit rough. So we'll see how things go. Very excited to see our first map. Coming in on Sunset here, we have some picks coming in instantaneously. We see Omen getting locked in, getting hovered on both sides. Dylan, as expected, hovering Omen here. We see Cypher selected or hovered on the side of, I believe, that's Freelo. And we've got one Sentinel, two Initiator, Controller, and there it is. We got to lock in on Vise on the side of Nuke, or on the side of Zooting Nukes here. Zooter hovering.
Like a pretty
a neon
default
here.
comp so far.
For sure. This is definitely one of those situations where we're not really looking to get too much out of the norm here. I guess my question here is, what will the sub pick that will pick up something that maybe needed slack from Nuclear? Was Nuclear kind of a initiator pick in the side? Or are we seeing a bit of a supportive role? Oh, we see two duelists coming in, though, from Freelo. Yoru and Waylay. No more locks just yet, aside from the ones. We got Yoru locked in. Jet getting hovered. A Teo hover from the side of Freelo. A little bit of a change back to Gecko. Got Gecko hovered over on the side of Zooting Nukes. Cypher gets locked in. Neon locked in as well. Everyone locks in. We've got a pretty default situation here for both teams. No Cypher on the side of Zooting Nukes, though. How do you think that will kind of impact the game?
I think for Sunset, Vise is maybe even better for the B-side hold than Cypher, especially for a Jet comp.
Absolutely, for sure. And we come in here into the beginning of our first game, round one. Very excited. Let's see the setup from the defender's side here. We've got a trip top mid to cover that long lurk, as we're used to see. We've got all five sitting outside of A main, ready to go. Vise with a trip flank set up. Looking like they're going to set up a flash through the wall to try and make a play through here. Cypher on the B site defending from the other side. And I guess the question is, how will they play out this first round? Looking like both Duelist and Gecko are residing on the A site, with Omen kind of holding the mid door here. Will he shut the door? It looks like he does. Takes a step back. Neon comes in. Gecko hits a blind on the front. Neon secures the first kill of the game onto Monkey. Jet, Yoru both playing a little bit back, pushed back onto the back of A site. New gets a kill. Vanta gets a kill. Gets killed. Traded right back by Vibe here. Jet in a bit of a tough spot situation. Volleys come out from Gecko and Sova. Wingman going down to planet, but he gets shot in the face, and unfortunately, New goes down to Vibe.
Teddy with a good lurk here, though.
Oh. TB catches the lurk. Cypher in a 1v2 situation, 1v3 situation, actually. Sova Drone coming out. Somehow doesn't get the spot onto him, or the ping for that matter. They know where he is, though. Shock dart, shock. Ooh, the recon comes in, the blind. This should be games for extras, and yeah, it is. First round goes to Vibe for that final kill.
Let's keep a good thing going.
As far as rounds go, I think that was a very aggressive round, like what we kind of expected from ZN there. One of those things where they kind of five-man pushed A site and kind of tested the waters, see what the defender's looking like. But now we're looking towards a bit more of a, maybe a B split, maybe a mid angle here. We've got both duelists now kind of moved over from A onto the middle of B, or the mid here, from the long angle. We'll see what they can make happen here. Owen takes a flash, TP in here. Blinded himself. All five running up B main here. What can Cypher do to stop this push? Running through. out onto the back of site. Oxford gets 1 kill. They find the trade just fine. Not before the spike goes down onto the B site. Gecko running through mid here, trying to get back on the B site. We got a Gecko Diddle coming up here, and he gets caught with his util out and ends up eating it. We got the rest of Freelo in main here, seeing what they can make happen. Yoru sends a TP out, but it looks like Sova didn't catch that the TP exists. No, but he sees it, gets rid of it. Omen out. Oh, but Dylan gets a kill on the Rika and Zera. The Omen diff is potentially massive here. Dylan is in extremely low standings and gets taken out by Tiberson. How do you feel so far about the way these two are playing this map? Do you think it's a bit normal? Do you think it's maybe abnormal?
I think it's pretty normal so far. I would like to see a mid contest this round on their bye from Freelo, but I believe it's only going to be Yoru.
Right, for sure. Yoru coming in on the top of mid here. We're going to see what he can make happen. In this spot here.
Neon in on B fully.
Wow, and gets absolutely shot up by Dylan CS. Dylan now residing on the back of B site. Gets caught by the trip. And they aren't, oh, but he is able to secure two more. Dylan with 3 on the board. Potential for an ace here.
This is the Dylan I was talking about. This is what I like to see.
Absolutely. We've got Omen peeking the angle on B here. Tiberson spotted outside of B main, drops the one-way. And able to secure a second frag here on Tiberson. Tiberson really low standings, but against all 5 of them with so much health, it's looking like a dire situation. Oh, but Dylan is unable to get this, gets blinded by the Yoru flash, actually. Unfortunately, can't secure that kill. Monkey on a big flank here, holding this angle. Not willing to push up to make anything happen, but, and there goes Rika and Zera, and the last one is Tiberson tucked in the corner here. Trapped in this corner, not much he can do, and he goes down to Bnu.
Freelo getting their first round on the board here.
Absolutely. You know, that was their first buy, so maybe it was one of those situations where they finally got the guns, they can finally make a play for this here. But ZN thinking, well, we just lost this round, let's go back to doing something that worked last time. So let's see what they can do about this.
Here.
The side of Freelo making a lot of pings angle on the A main here. The Thrash goes down, hits his own teammate, and 2 people die. Bnu gets 2 here. The sub is looking great here.
Up for more?
Unfortunately, now they're kind of stuck in a situation. Oh, but Tiberson gets 2. Fantastic play from him.
Thrash is
5 throws the flash out onto the site. Can't hit anybody with it. Throws the wingman down, pulls the Thrash out, ready to go again. Can't find too much with the Thrash here. Has to take a step back. Dylan CS gets shot down, but the trade is good.
not.
Ooh, and Oxtress in the spot. Gets pinged by that. Gets the secured kill. 5 HP left on him, but can't secure it against Tiberson. Taking their 3rd round of the game.
Now we wait.
Looks like CN here is going for just another A rush. Maybe A split through mid top, potentially.
That could be what we see here. Looks like Omen and Jet are both kind of holding the mid along with that Cypher trip. The News sitting there with an operator holding that long sightline down, but all 5 of them are full rushing out of A main here. Gets hit by the flash. Another flash goes down. Yoru TP's out. Unfortunately, now Monkey's completely alone on the site. Jet coming just now to get the secure. Neon running out full here. Unable to find much. Oh, but Zooter gets the pick onto Bnu. Oxtress fires back with a kill on a Tiberson there. Zooter checks the corner, looks away, can't find the right kill. Looks like Monkey's a little bit confused at how he didn't get killed there. but that is okay. Spike down, Dylan CS taps it. Looks like the Omen or the Sova ult comes in.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
Dylan CS barely lives it, and Oxtrus gets the last kill to secure that round. Now a score 2-3. Let's see what they can make happen in the next round.
Securing the op for Banu again for mid take.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see too much of it get that much use. You know, kind of got picked off at the beginning there, unfortunately, from an angle he wasn't watching, which is, you know, it's not the most abnormal thing to happen. It can happen, right?
Of course.
We're seeing, it looks like ZN is big fans of these 5-man strong pushes. You know, winning their gunfights, securing the site by brute force, really. We see Monkey prepping a flash out for A main, kind of a default situation here. New holding B main here. Unable to secure a kill, unfortunately. Has to fall back a little bit here. The Visor coming out. New can't secure a kill. Pops his ult to see something can happen here. New trapped in the corner here. Rekazera comes out. Rekazera gets a second one and a third. Is he on for 4? Oh, but Bnu gets another one. Rekazera pushing into the back row. Bnu with the off back out gets killed by the shock dart.
Spike planted.
And now we are unfortunately Monkey's in a 1v3 situation here. Can he make it happen? With the spike being down, it's kind of a tough spot to be in for sure. Throwing the mosh out, checking that corner. Vibe and Brimmy with, I believe that's the sub for last. Brimmy with the Hemi. Yeah, the opposite save here. In a situation that looks unwinnable, and I honestly don't fault this play.
Cover going out. Cover going out.
Thrifty.
Kind of a situation where everyone lives, you know, nothing too crazy here from that save. Going into round 7 here.
It's like
Tiverson
the Hemi kept the op.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wonder what we're going to see here. I think it's going back to Tiverson, actually. Vise with the op here. You know, not that Vise is anything to sneeze at here with 6 kills in these first 6 rounds. Looking like he's putting a lot of work in.
Zooter working on the market here.
Zooter pushing up here. One of these situations where Zooter is able to find an entry here. Dylan CS gets picked off by the opping Vise. And that's the B site completely taken. There was nothing they could
Spike
do.
planted.
Oh, but Oxtrus gets picked off by the op again. And Monkey on the flank here secures a hit, but the blind comes out, gets 1. Oh, but Tiverson gets a 3rd with the op. And once again, we have another 1vx situation. New peeks it, gets the kill, dashes forward, doesn't check the right, sees the arrow come out. Throws the smoke out. Here's some bustas going on, goes for the knife, but unfortunately, it was all a ploy for Zooter to get that swing. And that's 5 rounds for ZN.
Go, go.
Oh, and we have our first timeout of the game. How do we feel so far about the current situation?
I feel that Freelo will probably do better on attack with their double duelist comp. Just give them some more time. I think it's especially hard to hold side against Zooting Nukes with Sova and Gecko initiating utility.
Absolutely. I think that this is one of those situations where Zooting Nukes, kind of like we talked about in the pregame, so strong coming out there from attack side, making things happen, making 5-man pushes, getting trades, getting entries with that. You know, I've seen a lot of Neon Wall and then Omen TPs inside of it. You know, Neon rushing out onto site. A lot of really, really good plays from them. Unfortunately
Absolutely.
now, timeout is about to end, so we're gonna see what adaptations have been made. Maybe there's been some talk on the side of both teams about changes that need to be made. Maybe specifically, right? We know that now Freelo has to kind of catch up in the adaptation war. We're seeing 4 looking to fight A main here, so it's gonna end up being a 5v4 here. Coming out A main is gonna be a crazy, bloody A main fight. Crash comes out, blinds many. Neon runs up. We see the Omen blind come out. Nuke gets one with the Sheriff. Tipperson fires right back with the Operator. Zooter gets one, gets 2 with the shot. Brimmy with the Hemi shoots one through the wall. Headshot on the Jet. And now, unfortunately, Ostrich goes down to Zooter as well. An extremely fast round for an extremely volatile setup. We saw 4 people sitting on the A site, and only Cypher to fend by himself to cover all of mid and B. I wonder if maybe Freelo needs to make some drastic changes here to the way they're playing, or maybe they're planning on just trying to get 3 and play the 9-3 curse.
Now we wait.
We've got a more standard setup. Jet opping mid. We're going to see an Opera War coming out from the middle of the map here. New and Tipperson looking at the ops here. Can't find each other, though. New cancels the angle here. Gets smoked off of CT. Looks like we have ZN planting on the A site. Oh, unfortunately. Oh, Dylan CS is able to secure the kill onto Tipperson. Oh, but Zooter gets one. Goes doubles back. Gets a second one onto Dylan CS. And then dips back so we can play a little bit carefully. Yori flashes out here, but unfortunately blinds his teammate, and Zooter gets the ace with 5 kills there. You gotta wonder how embarrassing that might be for Vanta. That was unfortunately a flash on his own teammate that got the ace for that. Especially on the side of mental here, I wonder how, K's, I wonder how ZN are feeling. I wonder how Freelo are feeling. Are they going to be able to really bounce back from something like this?
Have to keep their mental strong after getting an ace like that. That must be rough. Early shutdown in Cypher.
Absolutely. Banu getting a pick with the Marshall here. Oh, Dylan with a crazy flank here. Knows the Vice wall's there. Is able to get 1, get 2. Dylan with an insanely good play here. Throws the blind out to try and cover something. But unfortunately, with the Hemi is sandwiched on all sides and gets ended up killing by Banu.
Freelo quickly changed the tempo from being absolutely destroyed to maybe making a 7-5 half or 8-4 half here.
Absolutely. That win is extremely big for the economy as far as that goes. I think this is one of those situations where you gotta hope that maybe if you're on the side of Freelo, you're a Freelo fan, you want them to win these next 2 rounds. That'll be gigantic for them. We've kind of got a little bit of a mid-split here. Neon comes running out, bursting out up on the tiles here. Jet sitting inside the smoke, maybe making something happen. Jet and Neon, oh, but they run into each other, and New is able to secure a kill. Vanta with another kill on the Tipperson. Dylan CS with Monkey. Trigger discipline. Monkey lets it rip. Unfortunately, that might have cost Dylan CS his life. Oh, but Monkey's able to clean it up. If Monkey can secure this, it might be wraps. Wow, Monkey is able to secure that. What an excellent play.
Last round before the switch.
Freelo with all 5 ults this round. They could make a lot happen.
Absolutely. It is the last round, so we're definitely going to see an ult fest. It could be like that one game of Bind on B-site that everyone knows about, We're going to see Vi's ult come out, Neon ult come out, Omen TPing to who knows where, your ults, Jet ult, it's going to be a lot, for sure. Cypher, this round, opting to set up on the A site. Unfortunately, I think he guessed wrong, because ZN are going to the B site. Taking it a little bit faster. Getting slowed down by the molly there. But the Visol comes out. Gets some damage with the stun here. Let's see what Zooter can do to these two in CT. Oh, Yoru TP's out. But Dylan goes down and Vanta gets the trade.
Spike planted.
Cypher all coming out. See where he sees the teammates at. Jet knows they're not there. Omen TPing back into their spawn. They know exactly where Omen is, but he cancels it to try and do a little bit fake here. Thrash coming out on the side of Market, but they dash out. They can't see the Omen behind the box. They didn't check the angle. Vanta is able to secure the kill. Coming out of the ult here. Monkey isn't going to check the angle behind him either. And Vanta gets another kill. It's in a 1v2 situation for Vanta. It would be his ace if he gets this last 2 kills here. Checks the corner very carefully, sees the Vise Flash come out, knows exactly where Vise is. Gets the kill, turns around, able to secure the ace for his team. And he does just barely have enough time too. What a fantastic, fantastic play for Vanta there.
Ace.
2 aces in one half. One by ZN, one by Freelo. This is a
Switching sides.
very close game so far. 7-5 half.
Absolutely, both teams are really going back and forth. At first, it kind of felt, you know, ZN decided for those first 7 rounds, and then we saw a crazy turn with that thrifty round with the Marshall and the play from Dylan with the Sheriff. It was an excellent use of time. The question now, how are we gonna see them fire back? What are the strategies going to look like as we see changes here? How is Vice going to defend in a way that's different than Cypher? How are we going to see attacking from a team that might not be attacking focused? So far, it looks like ZN is still wishing to attack here. Trying to take control of the orb early. We've got a bit of a split going on here. 3 on the A site, 2 on the B site. Yoru Gecko making a play here. Gets out the Vise wall on the side of B. Having the orb as well. Now that they're covered by the Vise wall, we see Sova jump peek, spots still in CS. They get a little bit of a hit on him though. Is he able to get out scot-free? He is. A little bit of damage on him. Able to get around the corner as well. Perfectly safe now in CT. Gecko and Sova have to defend this side here. Entry on by Cypher and Jet. Dylan CS playing the spike here. We see a lot of retake here action. The Sova drone coming in. Who's he gonna spot? How is he gonna make an impact? Gets a spot, gets a kill onto Dylan CS. Spotted the Cypher behind the wall. KC5 securing another kill. Monkey goes down. And down Oxtrix goes as well. ZN just widening their lead now, seeing how they can take advantage of the things that they've seen happen in the past. It really makes you wonder, do we have to see an adaptation on the side of ZN on how they, or sorry, on the side of Freelo on how they take this attack round?
Wonder if on this eco they'd look to 5-man rush something instead of a fake as they did first pistol round.
Go, go, go.
The Vice Flash coming out, secures a hit. Vice not the most able to get too much done here. Oh, but Dylan CS goes down to Tiberson. Not before he can get a bit of damage on the Vice here. Yoru clone coming out onto the B site. Got to be very careful that it's not a fake. Keep your eyes on it. And straight with the Hemi gets a bunch of damage on the Cypher. Now we're in a situation where kind of just have to default it out, see what picks you can get with the little guns that you have. Oh, but Zooter is able to secure it. 2-1, not 1, but 2 kills. This is a situation. Oh, but Renzera is able to go down to Vanta with the ghost there. That budget operator putting so much work in on the save. Yoru TP comes out on the B side, throws a flash out, TP's back, instantly gets stoned by Zooter, and another for Zooter. That's a 4K.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I really do wonder, are we going to see some real adaptation come out from the side of Freelo as far as the attacker side goes? Looks like ZN has complete control of the map at any given moment.
Seem to be doing a mid take here, maybe to A side.
Dude, trying to get more impact with that outlaw of his. Freelo opting this round, really play patient, stay safe, you know, drop the spike outside of A main deep, see where they can make things happen at. But in the same way, ZN is uncharacteristically taking their time. We went to Hemi, spots Omen. Able to get another spot on the Gecko, gets the ping on him. The question is, will they fall for this kind of fake situation? It looks like Freelo is betting on that they will. Gecko down to his last legs here. The Yoru TP comes out onto the B site. Unfortunately, Dylan CS knows it's there. And Tiberson is able to get another one, and Vibe is able to get another after that. Zero just pushing out, holding that spot. Oh, but Vibe goes down, and Dylan CS gets traded out. And unfortunately now, Monkey again in a 1v3 situation. This time, he's got 10 health. Not exactly a good situation for him. Taking his time, opting to likely save this round again.
Left.
Shadows traveling.
The Silver Dart comes out, trying to find and see if they can maybe get another pick here just for fun. Another ult orb to the team of ZN. Monkey taking his time, opting to save for the second time this game. What are we gonna see adaptation have happen from Freelo? Seeing some gun trades happen on the side of Freelo once again. It looks like ZN is kind of going with this standard setup they have. Sova, you know, typically playing around in Hall on side of A. We've got Neon trying to look like they want to take the orb outside of A main. Flash out, comes out. Neon getting aggressive here. Dylan CS inside of the one-way. Few shots fired. But unfortunately, I don't think Zooter knows. Zooter is not... Oh, but Brimmy with the Hemi will be getting the kill. And unfortunately, Yoru jumped onto the Sova here. And Zooter cannot get a kill, down to 7 HP. This could be good news for Freelo for their first attack side of the win. But Zooter was able to secure a kill with the Outlaw. And Rekazera is able to get one. And Vi is able to get one. And unfortunately, that's all she wrote for Freelo on that round.
Another timeout here from Freelo, maybe hoping to break the momentum that ZN has.
For sure, for sure. I think this is one of those situations where ZN definitely has a higher understanding of how the map is being played, how the map should be played in such a way that fighting for A main, taking the orb every time, putting it on Zooter, who is doing a whole lot for their team with 19 kills, followed closely by Tiberson with 14. And on the other side, you know, both duelists putting in their own amount of work, but unfortunately, no one is able to go positive on that side. You know, there are times like these where I wish I could hear in on the teams and see what they're saying, you know, understand exactly what's going through their heads to figure it out, but we can only guess in the caster's booth.
I really want to see a rush from them. I feel like they've only done fakes. I don't think
Yeah.
Lian has the power to hold off a fast push from a Yoru Jet comp.
Absolutely. I was really wondering why, you know, especially with a team with, you know, an initiator and two duelists, you know, especially one as versatile as Yoru with so many flashes and TPs and movement. I'm surprised we haven't seen a full push. And it looks like we're not going to see one either. Jet opting to sit outside of A main and try and catch a push from them. Yoru throwing the clone out, catching the Vise ball on the B. But Rekanzera goes down. Zooter picking up that angle. Gets shot a few times by Oxtrus. Oxtrus on dire standings of his health right now. Is Zooter able to catch this kill on the Cypher here? He is. Yes, he is. And now it looks like the Omen TP is onto the A site. Sova holding behind the box here in a bit of a situation. Jet Dash is on. Ooh, Brimmy with the Hemi gets one. Vibe goes down. Zooter gets another. A trade out from Dylan CS, and Vibe gets traded out as well. Oh, but Vanta is able to get one on the Brimmy with the Hemi, and now we've got Tiverson in a 1v2 situation. Both opting to sit in Hall here, taking their time. Yoru with ults if they really need to burn that. Oh, but Tiverson is able to find a crazy timing on the Monkey here. Peeks the angle and gets shot down by Vanta. That's their first attacker-sided win.
Good momentum break. I think the timeout must have really helped.
Absolutely. I gotta wonder what they talked about. You know, maybe we saw a bit of a change here. Not exactly a push per se, but it was definitely a bit more aggressive than last time for sure.
Absolutely.
Now, the question is, do they think that ZN's gonna hard read something like that? Do you think they're gonna guess on that kind of to set up their defense? Looks like we're going back to the old 3-2 fake setup on Vise against B. Omen TP's up on top here to see if he can catch someone. Lucky. Able to secure a hit. Vise, Thorns coming up. Vise has opted to put their wall in a different spot than normal. You know, tucked in that corner here. Let's see what he can do with it. Yoru throws the TP out. Looking like there could be some action. There's an interesting situation over there on A happening, but he doesn't clear the angle and gets shot down. Tiverson and Zooter are able to get their kills in sync, it seems. But now, Brimmy with the Hemi and Zooter coming in on the flank here. Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like Zooter's gonna get a big play here. Knife out walking, see if they can get a little bit of a flank here. Unfortunately, Zera's gonna get two, and it doesn't seem like they even need it. Jet in a 1v3 situation and gets shot down by Zooter sitting main. Freelo on their kind of game life here. If they lose this round, they lose the game one. Going into Ascent and potentially going to our third and final map. The question is, will they be able to pull something back? You know, we could see a 6-0 comeback, but it doesn't look very likely. I wonder what kind of adaptation we'll see.
Looking to be another B fake.
Coming into a situation here. We got Ostis looking up mid here. What kind of plays will we see? Oh, but Dylan CS gets blinded. Oh, and Rekazera gets the kill on Ostis, and Monkey gets... Rekazera gets traded out. Monkey throws the spike down here. Coming in. Tiverson with another off. Oh, but the blind gets blinded. I cannot believe that Vanta couldn't get that kill. That was almost perfect, but unfortunately, the blind just got him. And yeah, there goes Banu, and that's gonna be game one.
Team Ace. Defenders win.
Lola,
I believe next map is Ascent, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I'm very excited to see that kind of play on Ascent would be very strong as well. Any thoughts on how that kind of went? You know, looking at the team compositions, looking at the way they played, what do we think?
I definitely think Freelo could have played that more aggressive than they did. Maybe some more, instead of some more fakes, just more fast pushes. But I think after 3 or 4 rounds of losing, they just kind of mental boom, and they can't break the momentum of ZN without a timeout.
Absolutely.
Then again, I
I
mean, ZN is just such a dominant force. I don't know if there's really a way to stop them in that game.
Yeah, it did look like it was one of those situations where you just can't stop the natural disaster that is ZN. The question that I'm really is on my head right now is nuclear coming back, or are we gonna be in a situation where ZN is kind of losing their namesake player?
He would have done worse than Brimmy anyways. It's okay.
You know what? That could be true. It's a situation where I think we need to head to break for a bit, if I'm not wrong. jump back in, we've got our next map, Sunset. RZN looking to run away with this game. Or will Freelo take this one back to go to our third map? I actually can't really remember what the third map is. Oh, it
It's
is not
Haven.
Sunset. It's actually Ascent. For some reason, it says Sunset on my end. That's weird.
Oh, same here.
Well, the good news is I can see Ascent's beautiful hanging peaks on the side of stream, so not a big deal. A little bit of a production error on the side of Sunset. It got locked for some reason.
We already won. Guys, this is cooked, man. Come on.
No, I
A
guess
Viper
we-
here on Ascent. I don't see that often anymore.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's for sure. The question is, are they really gonna pick this character? Because I think we do have to restart the map.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe these are the picks they're looking to pick on Ascent, but who's to say? Dylan did have some amazing plays on Omen from last game, so I want to see these pop-off moments for sure. Going back into game 2 for real this time on Ascent, ZN versus Freelo. We've got our actual picks coming out here. Omen once again from the side of Freelo. Looks like a pretty standard comp. I feel like I've seen this one a million times on the side of Freelo. Got our first lock. It's on Sova here. Our
Freelo
other two
playing a
locks.
pretty standard comp here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Jet, Sova, Omen, all Cypher, all kind of must picks on a sense. I guess the question is, I feel KO and maybe Gecko are interchangeable, but it looks like we might even get a mirror match here. That is, if Zooter does in fact block in Jet.
Zooter is known for his raise. He could switch it up a bit.
For sure. That would be a difference maker as far as the teams being literally different characters, but it doesn't look like we're going to see that. We're going to see a mirror match come into this. Once again, ZN starting on the attacker side. This comp almost seems to be an all-around comp. What do you think?
I think I almost have never seen any comp different in the past year of Valorant.
Yeah, I feel like this comp can just kind of do it all. You know, strong defense with Cypher, you know, good control of the map with, you know, Sentinel, good control of the map with the Duelist and the two Initiators. It just seems like an overall, maybe a little bit more attacker-sided, but overall a very, very strong comp. We've seen it used a million times.
Absolutely. However, I personally prefer Killjoy for this map, at least for the if you're starting the fence side. A lot stronger for the A retake, which is typically very hard to hold unless you have Omen constantly one-waying it.
Right, for sure. This is one of the situations where ZN isn't even opting to look to go A. They're instantaneously bringing it B, all 5 of them. Are we going to see a fast rush just like we saw last game, or is it going to be something different?
Cover.
Here.
Coming in here, I think we've got a situation. Oh, and Zooter gets 2 kills on an Oxtras and Vanta here, taking the B site. No trades coming back. Oh, but Monkey's able to get 2, and Rekanzera gets another one in a 2v3 situation.
planted.
The bomb is down. All 3 kind of located on the B site here.
Take flight.
I don't know if I can see the observers. There they are.
Flashbang.
Gets pinged here. The KO flash coming through. Omen KO in a spot where they can play however they want. Sova gets the ping. Able to get a ping off, though. Bit of a scary situation for Artemis. Oh, but Artemis gets shot down by Tiverson. Now in a 1v2 situation. Monkey is used to these. Gets a kill somehow out of it.
Round 1 win for ZN once again. They're really good with these round 1s.
Absolutely. I think ZN is they're, you know, they understand exactly why this team comp is good. They understand exactly what parts make it strong. They understand exactly how to play with the Omen, with the KO, with the certain situation they have set up. Meanwhile, maybe this comp is a little bit weaker on the side of Freelo here. Oh, but Artemis proving me wrong. Gets an easy pick. Dylan CS also getting an easy pick here. Really with the Hemi going down as well. Rekazeri finally fires back in a 2v4 situation. You know, this is pretty good spot for the team of Freelo to be in, because now they've got some guns on the field. Both last two in mid. Gets pinged by it. Unable to secure one. Rick and Zara gets that pick on it. And now, Dylan CS and Vanta are now watching the spike here. We see the Omen flash come out. Flashes back from Dylan CS, and Dylan CS gets the last kill along with Vanta for the last two picks, and that's a thrifty round. Now 1-1. Different start to last game. One of those situations where I wonder how exactly they're feeling right now. You know, this round was kind of crucial. That was a big thrifty round for Freelo. I wonder how it's gonna mess with ZN's economy, how they're gonna kind of maybe choose to make different plays off it. You see a bit of a mid play here coming in. Rekanzera peeking mid with the deagle here. You see Tiberson with the Marshall as well. Really taking space coming up mid here. Dylan CS watching B main, but I wonder if he should actually take his attention towards mid. The flash comes through. Dylan is shot down, but Van is able to get a kill on Vibe, and Monkey's able to get a kill on Zooter. Spike now down on top mid here, or what should I say, outside of market here, in a spot where the last three are sitting mid. Artemis is able to secure a kill. Oxus is as well, and the last one is sitting in this cubby right outside of mid. And unfortunately, it goes down to Oxus, not before getting a kill and bringing with the Hemi though. Second round is gonna go to Freelo here, so maybe the first time they've been up the whole set.
I think it is.
The question is, can they turn it into a game win or even a set win? Once again, we're seeing ZN back to their tried and true. 5-man push this, send all 5 players down B main here. See what can happen. See what they can do with it. Jet holding it with the Vandal, swinging the angle, gets blinded, shoots a shot, gets this presence as well. Oh, but Jet dashes out onto the B site, gets a kill on Vanta, and unfortunately the blind comes out, hits Artemis in the jump. Zooter goes and gets the kill on Artemis here. Teammates are rotating off of the site, but Zooter's able to get another one onto Monkey in the rotate with his knife out, I believe. Dylan CS in a good situation. Is he able to get a pick here? Gets one, not before getting traded out. And unfortunately, Octress can't get another.
ZN maybe looking to do a fake here.
Absolutely. I wonder if maybe this is kind of one of the first times they've done like a real fake. You know, we're seeing the Sova drone primed and ready to go on A main. Jet KO both watching it. Cypher throws the trip up. We're seeing a lot more played back here. The KO knife goes down. spots the Jet. Unable to get a ping, though. Is able to fall back. Doesn't get hit by the KO knife. Oh, but here comes the push up A here. It was actually an A split the whole time. Artemis able to get a kill. What does it look like on the side of Cat? Artemis able to get another kill here. Artemis looking like the star of this round, potentially. Looking to push back ZN. Make him kind of scramble here. Unfortunately for the side of ZN, they can kind of just... They will have to... They're now at Freelo's whim, right? Freelo can now kind of sit around and see what plays happen in the space game. And Recondero is able to get one and get another. And suddenly it's all even. The knife goes out. Unable to spot anything. Cypher still hasn't rotated off the B site. The spike starts going down. Cypher finally starts moving off the site.
Last player standing.
Dylan CS gets one not to get traded out by Reconzera. And now we see a 1v2 situation for Monkey. Monkey playing extremely slow. Hopefully, maybe he thinks that he can catch one of them thinking that he's flank, you know, something like this. But we're going to see him go heaven here. We're going to see what the play is looking like. Taking as much time as he can to clear these angles. Very systematically doing so. Unfortunately, this slow play might not give him enough time to actually defuse the bomb. Drops down from heaven. Gets one on the KC5. Throws the ult out. Doesn't know when the last one is. He knows he's main now. Gets it half. Sticks it. Unfortunately, can't get the last one. The last half of the bomb there.
I respect going for the entire stick there. Honestly, that was a great try by Monkey.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really hard to do something like that in such a stressful situation. But, you know, Monkey at the top of his leaderboard had to make something happen, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, this should
Reconzera showing us
this is
really
a
good
mess.
Owen gameplay here. We're in a situation. We see Cypher setting up on the B site this time instead of A. The Omen comes out. The KO ult follows. KO ult, I believe that was KO ult on the A site just instantaneously to stop a push. But unfortunately, nobody's there. Oh, that was my bad. It's actually in the push. But regardless of what happened, the whole team is now finding their way onto B, and it's going to be a 5-man retake here. Jet, extremely low health, though.
My camera is distorted. I know
Jet goes out. Tiverson gets one. KC5 and Reconzera both get theirs. And Reconzera gets another one. Gets hit by that trip here. Has to fall back. Gets shot through the wall by Monkey, and Monkey goes down.
Very quick round from ZN here.
Will they try the same old tricks?
This is definitely one of those situations where I would definitely be concerned if I'm Freelo here, because this almost seems like a bit of a replay of what happened last game.
I wonder if they should call a timeout early to get that initial momentum stop.
For sure.
Much similar to how they did the first half of
Yeah, because
Sunset.
right after that timeout, I believe they got a thrifty kill.
They
Brought it
got
back
a,
to 7-5.
I think they got 3
Oh.
rounds.
Here.
Zooting goes down. We see Jet and KO pushing up mid here.
Right here.
Monkey and Vanta are scared in CT right now. KO Jet looking to make a play here. Artemis gets one. Zooter fires back with another. And Monkey gets one on the vibe. Gets another one on shoot on Zooter. And now the bomb is down in their spawn. Tiberson and Brimmy with the Hemi need to make something happen in order to get this round back in their hands. We're gonna see a drone around this angle here. Looks like we might be holding a crossfire here on the spike. Spotted one. We hear steps going on. They know both players
30
are there
seconds
now.
left.
As they both look back to hold this cross. The shock dart unable to find its angle. A little bit of a flub there.
Remaining. Last
But the
player
second kill, it's a
standing.
1v1 situation with Brimmy and the Hemi, and Brimmy and the Hemi will secure the round for ZN.
Nuke could never.
And you know what? Maybe that's true. What he would actually do is he would uninstall Valorant and then reinstall it, and then it wouldn't work.
That is 100% true, actually.
Now, we have KO with their ult on the defender side. We could see a retake happen from that, especially if KO is playing on the A site where they haven't really gone all that much. This time, however, we're seeing a bit of a mid-play here from ZN. Jet tries to take control, gets one on Artemis. 2 for Artemis here. Artemis shoots little shots. Everyone Heavy is a little scared to pick that angle, as he should. Vance secures another one. And now, he's kind of in a really tough spot here.
Last player standing.
And in a 1v5, actually. Now, if this was Nuke, the round would be over, right? But the question is, can you make it happen?
I've seen Brimmy win these.
Ooh, unfortunate situation. The flash comes out. That was almost an insane flash. The Omen flash comes out as well, and it's over. Yeah, getting sandwiched by both sides there. Really tough spot to be in.
Oh, this is a nice.
I really do wonder how Monkey is gonna keep holding the site in a way that's
Here.
gonna hold them down a little bit better. Because I think that this is one of those situations where you kind of need a really strong defend hold in order to stop these
This is
guys.
gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
A little bit of a clash of titans here happening in mid. Omen is able to TP out of Pizza there. We see a lot of action happening on the front lines from Zooter. Zooter and Casey Vibe are walking up here. Oh, unable to get the kill on Vanta. Vanta swings and gets one here. We see the whole rest of the team grouped up around top mid here around Cat. Oh, but Zooter gets one, Rekazera gets another one. Traded out Artemis there. Pushing up, trying to take space. Zooter gets up. Dylan CS shoots him down. It's now a 3v2. Getting rid of the door here. Dylan CS getting rid of the door. Oh, Sova stepping a little bit back, maybe seeing if he can find something. Oh, gets the kill on Rekazera before they can even do anything. Sova is blind, unfortunately, now in Wine. In a 1v3. And unfortunately, Dylan CS is just sticking it. And there's nothing they can do. And they get the kill on him anyways.
I can't
Freelo's gained some of that
Good.
momentum.
feel them getting away.
Absolutely, they're bringing it back just a little bit. It's now 4-5. A lot closer than last game, even if you count the fact that it was 5-7 at the half.
That goes there. This goes here. Yes, this should do.
We're now seeing their patent-pending ZN 5-man push onto A. We're gonna see Jet come out. Jet goes out. KO follows shortly behind with the spike. Jet in the corner holding heaven here. The opposing Jet sitting in tree gets the door shut in his face. Omen Sova ult coming out here. Sova ult's able to secure one on the Vibe. Not able to get one on Zooter. Zooter gets tagged for 70 or 80 though. The flash comes out. Zooter is now blind. Gets swung on by Artemis. Gets blinded again by Sova. Or by Omen, rather.
One enemy
And
remaining.
unfortunately, Tipperson goes down. And once again, Brimmer with a heavy 1v5. Unable to make it happen. Gets shot down by the classic of
Aw,
Artemis.
let's try harder.
Now in a situation where it is 5-5. It is a really telling sign of this game. Especially Artemis is making a lot of things happen for the side of Freelo. Artemis getting a lot of kills, making a lot of pressure happen, entering really well, holding a lot of good angles, making things happen.
Absolutely.
With the help of his team, of course.
And I've been very impressed by Monkey. I haven't watched Monkey play in a while, but it improved quite a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Not that I've heard bad things about Monkey, I just didn't know they were quite at this level yet. We see Zooter coming up, popped the ult. I think wasted the knives on the wall, maybe? Wasn't quite sure what happened there. Maybe a misinput. Totally happens. But unfortunately now we see 3 people running up here. Oxtrus gets another one on the vibe here.
Here.
Artemis itching to go out there and fight. And Vanta gets one down mid here. Maybe with a Hemi. Stuck in Sub Rosa right now.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and unfortunately that's
Spike
not going to
down
spell
mid.
good news for ZN this round. And they know exactly where Cypher's at. And Artemis is running over there to hold this
30
flank.
seconds left.
Opts the updraft over to catch the off angle here and gets the kill on a 10% because of it. Again, Freelo pulling ahead.
Last round in the half.
A 7-5 half here from Freelo could allow them to lose pistol to ZN and still be ahead.
Absolutely. It's one of those situations where ZN, this is kind of a crucial round for them. Especially considering, you know, ZN has the Cypher ult, they have the KO ult, they have the Sova ults. This would be a really, really strong round for them to just full send a rush on the site with KO ults, and I imagine they will. And there it is. There comes the KO ults. Jet coming out. Making a play here. Artemis sitting behind stairs here, making something happen. Gets smoked off. Sitting CT right now. And uncontested, they can just take the site. Which, to be clear, how can you contest KO ult? Just such a hard thing to contest. Artemis dashing out here, making a play. Trying to make a play. Checking these angles. Smokes off B main here. We see an entry here from KO. KO with the flash. Vanta's able to get a kill on from with the Hemi. 5 is able to get a kill on Dylan CS. Out to Artemis. Fires back. Many trades are happening. Too much to count. It seemed like everything kind of reached a breaking point when the 2 teams clashed on their angles outside of stairs and drop.
Absolutely an amazing retake there from Freelo.
Very,
sides.
very clean retake. The good news is, like you said, it is now 7-5. So they could make something happen here and lose pistol round and still be ahead. I'm very curious as to the way Freelo will play this round. And now that we're seeing a little bit more, like a little bit different styles of play, we're seeing the same team comp. Are they going to take inspiration from ZN and 5-man push, or are we going to see more of their kind of patented, slower, calculated play?
So far, it's seeming like a maybe mid default up to Cat, and then meet up with Cypher into a split.
For sure. So you're coming up on the A main here, controlling this space. Looking like he might take the fight here. Took a step. Unfortunately, gets shot by the one-way. One-way is going to do bad work for him. He's able to get out with his life, though. But meanwhile, many things happening mid. Artemis is pushing up mid here, making things happen. Gets spotted by the shock dart. Takes a lot of damage, but Zooting's able to get one on Fanta. Zero also gets one on Artemis there, so it's not looking good for ZN. And the shock dart comes down. 5 gets 2. All thanks to the Cypher trip. And Zooter gets the last.
Has to be expected, ZN won the pistol round. I can't say I'm too surprised about that one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very strong players. I wonder now if we're gonna see a bit of a change here. Might we see a 5-man rush, you know, on pistols here from the side of Freelo? Dylan CS looking to smoke bottom mid here. Gets one-way off A main with the lurk mid. The collateral from Zooter with the pocket operator. Dollar store operator works just as good on saves. And of course, I was able to kill Dylan CS. And Vibe gets killed down by Monkey now. The whole team is running down A main, or running down mid rather, to try and get these kills on these last 2 players here. We see Zooter come up with the pocket operator, able to not find one just yet, still aiming down these angles here. KO looks like he wants to flash out. Knows exactly where they are. The flash blinds him. Artemis is like Oxygen's 1 HP. Doesn't check the angle. It gets shot down by Monkey. Monkey is able to secure 2 for that round there and might have actually just saved them the round. Bolt goes down. Oxygen is just extremely low HP. Anything could kill. And of course, peeking the angle, Timberson able to get one. Oxygen is like actually 5 HP, unfortunately. And now, we'll see what he can make it happen. And Timberson is able to secure it.
See you.
Almost getting the kill. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. ZN evening it back up. It seems like they're kind of back in their flow here.
Freelo might actually be 5-manning for once here on the B side.
Potentially, but Cypher decides that they actually don't want to be anywhere near that and runs over to the A site. Throw a trip down. Zooter gets the kill here. Artemis fires back with the kill on Vibe. This is an amazing play from Tiverson here. If only they pushed out. And unfortunately, Zooter goes down from the flank. Now a 1v2 situation. Oh, but Dylan CS with an amazing flick onto Tiverson is able to find that kill. It looks like we might actually see some plays here that are more push-like. It does seem, however, that Monkey is always left to lurk here as Cypher, and unfortunately, Monkey does go down instantaneously. It looks like we're seeing a 4-man mid-push to the side of ZN. Person is able to secure one here for ZN. And then they just, ZN had enough. They didn't want to defend anymore. They still want to attack. ZN putting themselves in a situation where it almost looked like they were the attacking team, and quite honestly, caught Freelo with their pants down.
Possibly a 5-man A this time.
Possibly. For once, Monkey is with his team starting off the round here, so are we going to see something come of it? Oh,
Spoke too soon.
not. Monkey, I did speak too soon, and Monkey is beelining it for the B site. We do see a trade happen for Zooter. Zooter gets traded out by the teamwork of Dylan CS and Artemis there. And speaking of teamwork, we're seeing these three sit around A main here, get pinged by the KO knife, unfortunately. What will come of it in a 4v4 situation? A little bit slower play here, lurking up mid. Cat here. Are they gonna find this pick on the Rek and Sarah? Yes, they are. Artemis gets the pick on him, and now we're gonna see a little bit of a speed up here. Artemis pops the dash, the drone comes out, and Amos are gonna kill Artemis now at 7 HP. Pulls the deagle out, gets blinded. His teammates are both blind. Pulls the knives out too at 7 HP. Unfortunately, it's not looking like he might get a big chance to use it, especially considering the condition he's in. We're gonna see the KO knife come top. Is able to find the opposing KO. Although, I gotta point out the flank from Monkey right now. This could be gigantic if he can get a pick or two up here on Heaven. He hears them both. Trigger discipline. Is it good? Whips one. Gets the second. Fantastic play from Monkey. Excellent flanking. Oh, but can't get the kill on Tiverson. Tiverson a 1v3. Tiverson gets 2, but it isn't enough. Artemis making great work of having 7 HP. Stays alive after ulting that round. We haven't seen too many timeouts. I don't think we've seen one this game quite yet, but I wonder if we'll see one coming soon, maybe from the side of ZN this time.
Absolutely.
some mid play happening here. Omen ready to catch it. Zooter gets one on the monkey here. The drone coming out mid, able to hide from it, doesn't end up spotting Artemis. But now they know they're mid, and Rekanzera goes down, and the Omen Ditto is Dylan CS able to get a second one before he gets shot down. Zooter gets a kill on a Dylan CS instead, and Vanta will get a kill on a Vibe. And Zooter gets a kill right back on the Oxtrix here. But Zooter, and unfortunately, Artemis is able to get a kill on Zooter. From my POV, it looks like he was halfway across the screen before that kill connected. But I gotta give it to him. Vanta getting the bomb down on the A site. Artemis holding heaven for him. And Artemis gets a clean tap on the Tiberson here to almost secure the round. And unfortunately, Remy with the Hemi is in a 1v2, opts to save. Looking like maybe some kind of lineup angle here. If he can get a kill on the Sova with that lineup, I would lose my mind.
Here.
Yeah, and unfortunately now we're just kind of seeing a save here. From Vermeer with the Hemi. Going back to it, we're seeing the start from Team Freelo here as they kind of come up into the situation.
Up 2 rounds once again.
Absolutely. They've been kind of consistently up this whole game, really taking advantage of all sorts of things.
Let's go.
I think Artemis coming in is just like the amount of aggressiveness they needed.
Absolutely. And here comes the Sova ults. Vanta making it happen. Artemis dashes out, gets 2 before dying to Rekanzera. Can the team make a play off of that entrance here? Takes control of the site.
I know exactly where you are.
The Cypher ult comes out. And it looks like it's gonna ping. The bomb goes down in the cubby. The question is, how are they gonna retake here? The KO Molly coming down on stairs, a little bit deep for my liking. The KO gets pinged here. The wall bang through the wall. Zooter's able to get a kill on Monkey. We see a KO ult for the retake here. Vibe pushing upstairs here, taking a fight with down. Rekanzera gets one, not before Zooter. Vibe gets a trade onto Rekanzera, and now it's a 1v1 situation. The KO ult is it gonna make work happen? The flash comes out into Boathouse here. The flash, but Vanta is able to get the kill. Amazing play from them.
What a crazy round that was.
Absolutely. I think this is absolutely like what you were saying. Artemis coming in, really good aggressiveness, just what they needed to balance the team out.
Keep up.
Absolutely.
See the ping happen here. Looking like a play over on the A side here. Jet dashes out. KO behind the... Oh, unfortunately, Zooter's able to get a kill on Dylan CS. Dylan CS does end up getting a spot here. Vanta is going to get the plant down on Jenny. Artemis playing heaven here. Zooter updrafting over the wall. The TP comes in from KO, and unfortunately, Rekanzera gets killed. I'm hearing a lot of shotgun action over by tree. The knife goes up. Remy with the Hemi gets pinged by it. It looks like we've now got 3 players from Freelo relocating the A main here. Zooter does go down, and so does Tiberson. Last player alive is Remy with the Hemi again, and he gets killed by Oxtrix.
Match point.
Now, match point for Freelo. This could be almost a Cinderella story here. You know, bringing it back, making things happen. I wonder if maybe after this game, we might see a switch back into Nuke,
This is a nice spot.
but who's really to say?
That goes there.
Like a four-man B here again.
You know, once again, Monkey over on by A site, all alone with the lurk here. You see a big three-man ping here coming out. Dragonzera flashing it. Their Omen flashing back. Tiberson popped to both cages already. And Monkey does get killed by Zooter on the flank, and unfortunately, I think that's gonna be the round. Every time we've seen Monkey kind of go down like this, it's not been good news. But they do kind of give up B main. And Dragonzera gets one traded out by Vanta. Vanta gets traded out by Brumi with the Hemi. And unfortunately, Dylan CS gets traded out by teamwork of Brumi with the Hemi and Tiberson. Now in a 1v3 situation, gets the pick on the lane. Oxters with a crazy play here. Can he make something happen? Taps the bomb to try and bait out a play here. Oh, gets the second one. He get a third. Not able to quite get it, but a really close for comfort round, especially if you're Team Nuke here. Definitely one of those situations where you'd have to be worried if you're Team Freelo. Maybe you're a little bit concerned. Okay, that was pretty close. I would be a little bit more careful next time.
Get this done.
Absolutely. I wonder if we'll see just Monkey five-man with the rest of the team, as it doesn't seem like his lurks are working out
Yeah,
these
not
past couple
anymore.
times.
Not anymore for sure. The last couple times have not been going too well for him. But now we see Vanta taking up the lurk mantle by himself. Vanta swings out a little bit of B main here. 3 people over. The Omen Flash comes out onto A main here. Artemis lurking up the corner here. Jumps out, jumping with the knives. Trying to make use of that enhanced mobility that the knives offer. Zooter and Artemis peeking out. Artemis one-taps Zooter here, securing this kill. I think if ZN wants a shot, or if Freelo wants a shot at this round, they should run out onto A. There's not too much to stake here. The door comes down. 5 gets... Oh, Dragonzera gets a kill on Dylan here. Dragonzera gets 2. Now it's looking like a really good situation for ZM. Vanta gets a kill on the 5 there. Now a 3v3. Dragonzera get a third on the Vanta here. We see a plant come down from Oxtris here. Monkey making his way up A main here. We see Dragonzera in heaven here. The TP comes out from him. The KO ult coming as well. How is this gonna impact the play? Taking a little bit of time, maybe waiting some of the KO ults out. Brim with the heavy comes out. Oxtris gets a kill. Traded out by Tiberson, who's traded out by Monkey, who gets 2 and secures the game. Going into game 3.
Squash the last bug. My truth stay hidden one day more.
Amazing game from Freelo there, especially Artemis and Monkey. Some great clutches and some great flanks.
Absolutely. And I also want to highlight Vanta there. Put in a lot of work as far as kills are concerned, as far as assists are concerned, as far as trades are concerned. Really excellent play. Unfortunately, Nuclear is back. So it really makes you wonder, how are things going to change now that their mainstay player is back?
Seeing how close things were with the sub, I imagine it's going to possibly even go into OT on this third map.
Oh, for sure. I think we're seeing a tech pause come out for a little bit of a break. coming in on our third game, final game in the best of 3 series between ZN and Freelo here. We got Haven. Haven's one of those maps I think will go very well for ZN, especially considering they're going to be taking attacker side first, especially considering, you know, now they have nuclear back, especially considering all these things. I think this is going to go really well for ZN. And we had a surprise sub out. Monkey had to, for some reason, leave. And in exchange, we've got Itchy. Silver 1 Menace, supposedly.
Part of the one-tap merchants in the Premier team. Seems pretty dominant.
I gotta say, nuclear on the Omen. I'm seeing Zooter and Reconzera on ISO and Jet. This could be wraps. Depends on how things go in the first couple rounds. We'll see.
This is like the ultimate shooter comp that they have. Works really well with their playstyle.
For sure, for sure. ZN is all about throwing hands, getting in there, taking gunfights where they need to, and getting kills, frankly.
No charges left.
Itchy with a orb lineup from Spawn.
Okay, I'm seeing this guy's got potential. Keep your eyes on Itchy, the Silver 1 Menace. The Viper Wall coming out pretty cut and dry, I feel. We see all five teammates of ZN located around mid, probably just gonna run it up. Let's see what happens.
Standing ahead.
ISO shield goes up. Sova ping lands. Not able to get much off it. ISO jet out. Sova blind. Sova ping. My mistake. Omen smoke. Sova ping. And they're running it straight through to the A site. And Vant is able to get 2. And somehow they've suddenly turned this from a 5v5 into a 2v3. They're doubling back here, sitting in the smoke. Both players opting to sit in the smoke, you know, deciding maybe not. All 3 individuals are ready to go at a moment's notice. 2 people spotted
Player
CT.
standing.
Oxers get the trade out here. Be able to get anything else done. Itchy does get the kill to secure the first round. Itchy's the Silver 1 goes.
Thank you. No need for this. Good work. Keep going. No charges left.
Itchy once again with these lineups from spawn. It seems like he's having trouble finding the spot. Throws it out. Let's see where this lands. Okay. Yeah, that sure did land for sure.
I believe it's meant to be a side smoke for the A cross, but it's a little off center.
Yeah, it is a little off center. You know, I was expecting something maybe a little bit more grandiose, but you know, it is Viper on Haven. You can't expect too much. Oh, but
Oh.
Itchy is able to get the first kill on Zooter. Is this guy cheating? Itchy gets blinded, has to fall back a little bit more. The ping comes out. Itchy's able to get another one. Itchy's putting in crazy work right now. Vanta gets a kill. And Reconzera's lurked up a little bit.
Enemy remaining.
Last one, and just a flawless round for the defenders there. Itchy's putting in crazy work right now. Top of the leaderboard, 4-0.
Silver 1 Menace right here.
I guess so. I just didn't know he had it in him. Looks like we see that cross smoke, sight smoke again for A. from Itchy. We're seeing a similar wall again go up. Yes, we are. And instead, we're seeing a 5-man push on the side of KZ, or ZK, or ZN, rather. Right, they're getting a kill here on Artemis. Nuclear getting a kill on Avanti here. I believe that's Nuclear's second kill of the set. Oh, but the smoke is off on Heaven because Nuclear throw it wrong.
Average Nuclear.
Spike planted.
And now Rekanzera is isolated on site here. Zooter trapped beneath site, but Nuclear domes Dylan CS. And Rekanzera goes down. It's now a 1v3 situation for Askvis, who gets blinded by the Omen blind. Takes a little bit of damage here. Is now at 7 HP, unfortunately. Smoke goes out, and the kill goes to Zooter.
Not a bad bonus by Freelo at all, though. Got 2.
Absolutely not. One of these situations where I wonder if things are happening.
Zian looking to do a C rush here.
Once again, we're seeing a Cypher go off and sit on the flank here on the lurk. I wonder if maybe Timberson can make it happen in a bit of a better way than get Foggy there, but the ISO all goes down, the push goes out. Zooter is on site, unable to get anything just yet. Everyone's kind of hiding in the smoke. Zooter spamming the smoke. They're trying to make something happen. The Sova all comes down. Artemis is out. Zooter gets a kill onto them. Both players posted in the corner. Itchy goes down.
Player standing.
Now, unfortunate situation. Very low health though. Gets 2. Zooter is 12 HP. Can Vanta make things happen here? Oh, but the double swing will spell disaster, and that's the round.
I still can't get over that owl, Sova. It's too cute. Why is it so cute?
You know, this round we're seeing a little bit of a save this time on the side of Freelo here. I wonder if they're gonna play this a little bit differently. Getting aggressive, coming up mid here. How are they gonna catch this lurking Cypher here? Oh, but Timberson gets one on the CS for there. Timberson gets one onto Dylan CS. Rekanzera gets one onto Auschwitz here. Oh, but Timberson able to find another, and Vanta takes him down. Vanta now with a gun. Itchy goes down in a 1v4 situation, rather. Vanta on the flank. Sova is extraordinarily low. I wonder if he can make it happen. Gets a quick tap onto Zooter here. Game Sense tells him that there's someone on the flank, and in fact there is. Able to get another one on the Rekanzera. This round is extremely winnable right now. Checks the right corner. Oh, has the double back. Didn't quite fully clear it.
Looking like another C push here from Zian. Artemis opping down long.
And that dart isn't exactly the most useful on the side of Vanta here. But in the meanwhile, it looks like we're seeing 3 individuals from Zia make their way up C. But they're kind of looking like they're backing out here. Cypher and Dylan CS have an encounter of the mid-B kind. And it looks as if Timberson gets away with it. ISO is able to secure a kill here. Let's go to the 1v1 to see what's happening. Oh, and he gets the kill onto Auschwitz here. Gets another one onto Vanta. With the op is not enough for the power of the ISO shields. Gets a second ISO shield. Itchy in a
Spike
1v3
planted.
situation. Can the Silver Menace make it happen? Goes back to grab the op, looking like a save here. Holding this angle, making sure he can kind of get away with this op. Question is, how useful would that save be in the grand scheme of things? Especially considering how quite poor Freelo is right now.
Yeah, looking like they're all gonna
Cutting through.
do a half buy or save, besides Vanta, who's hero buying.
Absolutely.
Oh, they actually switched.
Mmm. It looks like we're getting a bit more of a full buy here from the side of Freelo.
found
Can they
my
make something
wire.
happen? Especially with this Euro opping down enemy. Oh, but Dylan's able to secure one. A second one for that matter.
Spike
Jet comes up the
planted.
back, and Itchy doesn't seem to spot him somehow. Itchy throws the molly down.
Perfect.
Sova coming up behind in the garage here. The two last players need to turn around to see if they can catch this Sova. The Sova encounter. Are we gonna see a ditto here? Vibe versus Vanta, power up the B, and Vanta walks away alive. It's now a 2v2 situation. Both players have guns. We're able to secure guns off of this encounter. The bomb goes down on the A site, and Vanta and Itchy are taking their time. Itchy does have an ultimate here. I wonder if that's something that might come into play. I will say Cypher and Jet.
Last
Ooh,
player
Jet was able to get
standing.
into heaven and secure this here. Jet dashes out onto the site. Itchy in a 1v2 situation.
Poison orb emitting.
And of course, Zooter and Tiberson know to hold this angle and not get too aggro here. Swings out, gets shot, and of course the wide swing. It's too much for Itchy. He goes down. Another situation up where ZN are looking to push onto C here. A bit more aggro. This time, however, maybe it's a bit less aggro for ZN as we see Cypher and Omen are both lurking. We see the dash come out from Zooter. We see an encounter. Zooter gets a pick onto him. The Yoru clone ends up getting popped here. Itchy in the corner. Can Itchy get a few kills here? Itchy with a crazy crosser discipline. Can Itchy make something happen? Itchy taking their time. Can he get something off this? Unable to find one. Gets one to Rekazera. Unable to get a second one.
Last player
Gets
standing.
shot down in a 1v3 situation. Hawks just cannot do it. ZN looking absolutely dominant this round. Are we going to see a timeout happen on the side of Freelo?
Seem to be doing a C push once again. But maybe an A fake?
Scanning ahead.
Quite possible. We're seeing some C pressure come out. 3 people aiming down C long
They
here.
found my wire.
We see Zooter, Rickenzera, and Vibe both looking to see here.
you
We've seen the
and
ping come
me.
out. The ISO wall goes down. How's it going to look for him? Dylan's able to get a kill on the ISO, unfortunately. And Oxtrus goes down. Now the Omen in the back site. 3 people back site, forcing Vibe and Zooter to run. Nuclear is able to get a kill on Artemis here. The Sobal comes out onto where Nuclear was last seen. Gets a kill on a Zooter as well. Vibe and here walking up the A site. Tiberson goes down. It's now a 2v3 situation. You see the Omen TP over onto Heaven here. Sticks it fully. Nuclear has to know there's somebody in Heaven now. He's aiming up there. The ping lands. Doesn't quite get any pings off though. All three players coming from CT and Heaven. Are we going to see some kind of retake? Any kind of crazy tactics they have planned? Itchy goes down. It's now a 2v2. Oh, a drop smoke. What a brilliant idea from Dylan. Dylan makes it happen. Can't match up to Nuclear, though, unfortunately. Vanta comes out. The blind, not able to find it. Vanta in a 1v2 situation. The TB comes out. Has to swing the smoke from a really awkward angle and gets shot down. Unfortunately, he's able to get the kill on Nuclear, who switched guns way too early. The Sova all comes down. He has to push it up. He's able to find the kill. And unfortunately, there's just not enough time left on the bomb. You know, as much as ZN really wants to win this game, that almost made it look like they didn't want to win the game.
With Nuclear's aim there, I thought they were trying to lose for a second.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he pulled out his classic, I believe. Not exactly what you want to do.
Right here.
Pushing up
We
with an A
are
push this time.
Standing ahead.
We are seeing yet another A push. 5-man this time from ZN. It seems like they really want to get this round over with. They're full sending it here. ISO coming out. Jet running up as well. Oshra sitting back behind the site. Able to get one. Gets traded out by Nuclear here. Oh, Itchy not able to get one. Almost tried his best though. Yoro coming out onto the A site here. Getting good information. Fanta able to get that secured kill from the Yoro information. A second kill from the Yoro information. Has to cancel this now. Throws the flash out. Ends up dying for it. In a 1v2 situation, Dylan is able to get one. Gets pinged by the Cypher cam, I believe. Oh, he missed actually. The question is, how will Tiberson play this in order to secure the round win? The bomb is being stuck here. He's holding it. Now he gets off it just really quick here. It is half though. This is a round. He has a little bit more time to play with. Dylan taps the bomb, looking the wrong way, and Tiberson is able to find that round. Unfortunately, this is just a hard situation. If you're Freelo, you have to really work for everything you got. You have to really make things happen there.
I really think they should kind of call a timeout to regroup their mental or to gain some momentum.
For sure, I wonder how many comms they actually have. But as they're talking about this, we actually see a push onto the C site. Many trades go down. Both Omens are getting traded out here. But Dylan is in complete control of the situation right now. Unfortunately, though, Freelo does have access to Dylan's ults in order to secure this bomb. If Dylan can get out of this space alive, he cannot. But the trade comes in from Ostrich here. The Cypher 1v1 in the situation here. They make it happen, and Tiberson walks away with it yet again, showing he can clutch these rounds, he can make them happen, and he can bring the game to a 9-2.
That goes there. Ah, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do. This goes here. Okay, let's get set up.
The round starts. We see a lot of people grouped up around C long yet again. ISO making his way out. Gets a kill on the Vanta here. Omen makes a TP play. We'll see where he goes. Going to flank here. Actually ends up sticking it. Dylan is now on the flank. Oh my goodness, do they know? They don't know. Dylan is only able to get one though. And once again, Ostrich is left in a 1v3. Gets gets frankly shot by Recon Zero with that situation. It's just so hard for him to do anything.
A rough
now-
2 out of 10.5 for Freelo. This is a steep
Looking like their
recovery.
namesake. Potentially looking like their own namesake. This could be disastrous for them if they don't get it together and make some changes.
Oxtrus, I think, looking to cage across long, maybe running down short.
Could be. That is a classic Cypher play that we haven't really seen been taken too much advantage of.
Toxins going up.
Cage comes out.
Maybe just faking
Unfortunately,
it.
the Viper Wall also seems to do the same thing, so maybe that cage wasn't necessary.
Cover going out. Stay inside.
Can be a lack of communication, but in the same time, all 4 of them get hit by the vulnerable, and now Dylan is in such an awful spot to be. It's a 1v5 situation for Oxtrus with a classic. Can he even get this one? The right click does crazy work for him. Gets a second low health player here. Taking his time, seeing what can happen. You remember, this is pistol round, so both teams are outfitted with a similar amount of material here. Able to pick up the ghost. Doubles back, seeing if he can find his kill behind him. 2 is behind, and he doesn't check the angle. And unfortunately, that's gonna be the round for him.
A bow and arrow is old-fashioned, but sometimes old ways are best.
And there's the timeout that we were talking about at a 2-11 situation. Dylan is calling it for the team, talking about some things that need to be done. What do you think needs to be changed here?
I think for Freelo, I might be too little too late. They just started the attack app there, and they're kind of unsure of how they play on defense. If anything, they probably need to force buy this round and play for picks.
Absolutely. I don't think it would be very smart to take a save this round and try and, get full guns and win, 10 rounds in a row. That would be a very hard thing to do. Instead, they're probably going to opt for that force, like you said, and make things happen now. The only thing I can notice here is poor Artemis down at the bottom of the leaderboard. A vast difference to what we saw last game with the aggressiveness.
I think he got too experimental on defense with many of the ops on long, instead
Sure.
of going for tried and true shotgun methods or Vandal or Phantom flash plays.
Right.
And that's just not working out.
For sure.
Opping against an ISO tends to be a downward battle.
I will be
For sure. Definitely not the best matchup to be. We're seeing a 5-man push again from ZN here. Or from Freelo here. How's the defense looking? We're seeing a kill from Ricanera here. Gets traded out by Vanta here. Oh, but the ping onto Vanta is not enough to kill him. We're seeing a shotgun kill from Zooter here. Zooter gets traded out by Itchy. It's now a 2v2 situation. The health differential might be big. The flash comes out, blinds both of them. Are we gonna see a play here? Oh, able to get the kill on Itchy, and that's the round. This could be a turning point for Freelo here. Or, excuse me.
weapon here.
This is further cementing Freelo's loss in the situation here.
Team Ace.
It would be extremely hard to make this comeback. 2 in a 12 situation. Just use our money on a
Match
force here.
point.
It'd be
close
very
up.
interesting if Freelo is able to bring this one
need a
back,
gun.
even a few rounds.
Thank you.
They currently have the sniper squad right now.
Yeah. A little bit of BM in the chat here, taunting them to swing A. We're seeing an Odin spam come out. 5 people sitting C long, trying to make something happen desperately. The smoke comes up and almost single-handedly shuts down their push. and the gunshots ring out as 5 separate players spam through a smoke with snipers. Oxtrus goes back to hold the flank here, but unfortunately it's gonna be too little too late. Manta does get a secured kill on the Ricken's era here. But the jet swings and gets the kill on Oxtrus here. And Vanta fires back again with another one.
Cage triggered.
Somehow this 5-man sniper squad has got them 2 kills.
Absolutely. I gotta
Revealing
say,
area.
I wasn't expecting to do that. And unfortunately, it was a fake TP for Nuclear, so I wouldn't quite get anything off that.
30
But now,
seconds
Itchy
left.
is in the corner, ready for a last turn. Timerson is able to get 2, and unfortunately, that's the
Defenders
game
win.
and the set.
This
ZN
is what it is.
move on in playoffs here. This is one of those situations where, both teams played well. There was a lot of technical issues as far as subs are concerned, but this is that situation and it makes things happen. So great play from both teams, but Zion was just able to pull ahead. And have a great day, everyone. You can check out the other stream happening for the other game. I believe that's on YouTube. Have a great night.